Hi, so today I'm continuing the house series in astrology in the birth chart. I'm continuing with the fourth house today and what it represents, what it means in your birth chart in astrology. So, what does the fourth house represent? The fourth house is a water house. It is the foundation of your chart, and it is ruled by the sign, originally ruled by the sign of Cancer. So this house is basically the roots and the foundations that you were planted in. It's your starting point basically in this life. It is your ancestry. It's where you basically come from, which is your mother. So your past, your present home, your life, and your memories. So the home that you were in when you were a child and raised in by your mother, the house that you now, the place that you now call home for yourself. This is your fourth house. It represents all of that kind of energy, home, family, mother, vibration. So it does represent the relationship that you also had with your mother, the relationship that your mother had with you, um, and how you basically nurture yourself in accordance to that relationship that you had with your mother, and how you learn to later nurture yourself once you are older and have your own home or your own whatever you call your family. This is how you nurture yourself in this element of the fourth house. So it is basically too your how you identify with your family, how you identify with the roots and the foundations that you were first placed in, the place that you first called your home. So it's also what you protect because Cancer rules originally this house. Cancer is the crab, and Cancer is a hard shell that likes to protect anything that it feels is deemed worthy, or anything that it feels that it needs to keep close to home or close to heart. You know, they say close to home and close to heart. We're talking about the element of home, the element of the fourth house, the element of Cancer. So, what you protect, things like your feelings and people that you love, this is usually the domain of the fourth house. Um, it is a very private house because it is ruled by Cancer, and Cancer is a water sign, very emotional. So whatever is your fourth house, this seems to be the thing that you protect the most, the place that you feel more secure as well in life. So because it is a private house, because you see Cancer is the bottom of the chart, Capricorn is the top of your chart. So anything that you protect, the foundation that you protect in the fourth house is from the outside world, the public world, which is what Capricorn rules, the public accomplishments and how you're looked at in the public world. It's all seen from the 10th house, but it all starts from the fourth house. The vibration of the fourth house carries that out into the 10th house. The foundation that you were initially first raised in, the first initial foundations of your upbringing, this is kind of going to determine certain aspects of how you project yourself into the outside world, into that career element, into that accomplishment element as well. So because it is a private house, this is how you nurture yourself. This is how you eat food, because the fourth house has a big affinity with the stomach and the chest, because of the mothering quality of the fourth house. Because the first ways of getting nurtured was by the breast of the mother. Initially, not everyone does that, but this is how the initial feeding came to you. This is how the first nourishment came through to you, was from the mother. So the fourth house will govern the way that you feed yourself, what you binge on, what you like to eat, what you like to cook at home, what you were exposed to when you were younger. You ever hear of comfort food when we think about the fourth house? It's a food that your mother probably cooked, or your family members, or anyone that identified in your life as your mother figure. These are your comfort food areas. The fourth house dominates this area as well, because when we're feeling a certain way, we a lot of people tend to go towards food, because food is the comfort. It's the first thing that we get in terms of the nurturing of ourselves when we're younger, the foundation of that. So Cancer is that comfort food. It's basically your chocolate, what you enjoy to eat when you're in your safe spot, in your safe haven, in your private quarters, protecting your emotional feelings and your emotional self and those you call your family. So it's an emotional base, basically. When the outside world gets too much, the fourth house is where you retreat to. The fourth house is where you go to So the fourth house is basically where you go to find your safety in this world. It's also the house of your unconscious and the mystical and the psychic and your intuition. As we spoke about earlier, as we talked about earlier, because it is the house that does relate to the foundation and the mother, the intuition of the mother from the fourth house is seen here as well, and how you connect intuition into your everyday life, into people in your home and your family life as well. So, so real estate as well, real estate, any type of ownership of land, because of the foundational element of the fourth house and the relation to Earth, Mother Earth, in the fourth house. There is a big relation with real estate and property and home and safety and forts and four walls. So there is a really big affinity with the fourth house and real estate as well. So the sign on the cusp of your fourth house, along with the planets and aspects being made to the fourth house, will show basically your personal attitude and feeling about your home and family and private life, the environment that you set for yourself in your private life, and how you view things in your private life. And when you step outside, when you step into, excuse me, your close space, your home, how is it that you're feeling about that? So planets in the fourth house will flavor the way that you also look and the way that you also psychologically feel about being home, and how it is your roots and your foundations and the roots and the foundations that you yourself set up in your present life as well. So planets transiting the fourth house. If you have planets transiting your fourth house, this would be this gives a great opportunity to choose. It kind of highlights the fourth house, so it gives an opportunity to choose what you want to leave behind in the past, and what kind of energy the planet is going to be bringing is going to definitely tell you that as well. But it definitely gives you an opportunity to choose what it is that you want to leave in the past, or and take with you into your present circumstances at in the home vibration as well. So experiences and stuff like that, because the fourth house does govern over your memories and the past and the memories of the past and those memories that were very important to you. So it can also hold on to a lot of things in the fourth house because of the emotional nature of this house. It doesn't matter what sign is on the cusp. There's always whatever's in that house is going to let you know how you hold on to things. Because fourth house does have a lot to do. Remember, it can also be a house where you hold on to things that are not really the best for you in terms of your memory for your future progression into the 10th house, into your career or your public standing, or how you would like yourself to be viewed by the public. So it does govern a lot over the memories of the past and what we hold on to emotionally in our life, according to the past and the present as well in the fourth house. So I would probably say, if you're looking at your birth chart and you want to know more about how you probably deal with relationships as well with women, this is also a really big part of the chart that you want to look at, because Cancer rules the fourth house. Cancer's original ruling planet is the moon, and the moon represents emotions and emotions from the mother, emotions from the first female that you had a bond with. So it is going to also flavor the relationship and how you view your relationship with women. What are your emotional feelings about it, and how can you actually identify with women as well from the first relationship with the woman, which is the mother. So I think this is probably all that I have to say about the fourth house. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them in the description, in the comments box below. And yeah, so if you like my interpretation of the fourth house, you'd like to book a reading with me, I will leave my email in the description box below, so you can contact me for your personal reading. And again, this is my interpretation of the fourth house. And all right, thanks guys. Bye.